HABs are an overgrowth of harmful algae. There's a couple different species that are of concern in the United States, and many will produce harmful toxins that can be harmful to the ecosystem, humans, animal life. It also causes severe economic damages to recreation and tourism, totaling over $1 billion a year. The Corps of Engineers owns and operates over 400 water management projects across the country, which also experiences great impact from harmful algal blooms as related to water management, but then also recreation and tourism, also hydropower. So there's a plethora of reasons of why the Corps has been engaged in this topic, and hopefully will remain engaged for years to come. Harmful algal blooms are just such a huge and devastating issue to our nation. It is evident that we will not solve this problem by ourselves. And so in order for us to answer this question and work towards a solution, we have got to partner with other academic institutions, regional experts, federal agencies, state and local authorities, and they are working with us to create and build upon new management and also detection methods and strategies that can be used in regions throughout the country.
The project is having the two major parts. The first part of the project is for the early detection of the harmful algal bloom, and the second part of the project is for the treatment and mitigation of the harmful algal bloom. So for the first part of the project, we are using advanced sensor techniques and molecular biology techniques to understand what triggers harmful algal bloom. At the same time, what are the influence of the other microorganisms in the lake and how they affect the harmful algal bloom. So the sensor system we are going to use can detect the conditions of the cyanobacteria bloom, and then we can actually inform the water treatment plant in advance to enhance their treatment capacity. Second part of the project is focusing on remediation of the harmful algal bloom. So we are proposing to use bio-inspired treatment method. So that includes the viruses that can kill the harmful algal bloom, and good bacteria that can degrade the cyanotoxin released from the harmful algal bloom. We are really excited that our proposed method and the new techniques can make the real changes for the water utilities and also the water quality in the lake.
Harmful algal blooms have impacted recreational and drinking waters throughout our country. Our research will help provide answers on how harmful algal blooms can be controlled and perhaps even prevented. From Lake Erie to the Ohio River and at numerous lakes in between, harmful algal blooms have impacted our waterways. Similarly, from the West Coast and California down south to Florida, harmful algal blooms are just everywhere. These blooms are affecting our beaches, our recreational waters, charter boats, tourism, our economy, and even our drinking water. And so I think it's vitally important that we work to control and find answers to these problems. We received our funding in March and immediately started working on our controlled temperature algicide experiments. We are also setting up our lab experiments for our ozone nanobubble trials and are excited to get out to Sylvan Lake and do our first in-lake trial this summer and are doing some work to set that up. This is a 3-year project, so in year 2 we will also be conducting mesocosm trials at sites like this, the Olentangy River Wetland Research Park, and also we'll be doing additional field trials, hopefully getting out to some state park lakes and doing additional trials in the real world. Finally, in year 3, we hope to get out to some of our public water supply lakes to do testing there. Successful outcomes of this project include, 1, having a better understanding of algicides and whether they're effective at all at lower temperatures and can be used as a control strategy. Next, we really hope to have a better understanding of how ozone nanobubbles work, whether they are effective and can be scaled up, and if they provide a good alternate cost-effective approach for combating harmful algal blooms. And finally, the ultimate objective would be to have cleaner lakes.
One of the reasons I think that the ERDC was brought to the table is because we have the authorities to work in these areas, but then we also do have a wide array of researchers and expertise here that can bring a holistic approach to the table. Internally, we've started projects related to prevention, detection, and management of harmful algal blooms. And all of those projects are really being led by a very diverse workforce. Everything from risk assessment, biologists, to chemical engineers, everybody's coming to the table with these things. It's been really cool and really exciting for us. Every time I come off of one of our meetings where we're bringing collaborators to the table and we have real discussions that are meaningful, that just like renews our energy, right? You feel like you're doing something good. You feel like you're really moving the science forward in a way that it needs to.